Hey everybody, Ramon Osa with you here, and in this video I'm going to show you some secrets on how to get a really great toss so you can hit a great serve. Let's get started. All right, next up we got the toss, and when I first started learning how to serve well, I had a ton of questions because the serve can be a very complicated shot. I just want you to know that if you have any questions at all, just leave them in the comments below. I love reading them, I love helping you out, and anything I can do to do that, I'm here for you. So getting back to the toss, and I want to show you how I'm holding the ball for a sec, okay? Because what I like to do is I like to hold the ball with my fingertips, if you can see that, resting on my ring finger like that. And the reason I really like that hold is the alternative is kind of holding it with the palm open. And first thing I notice when I do this is I feel a lot of tension in my tossing arm. And if there's one thing you want to root out at all costs, it's tension. Okay, so I found that when you turn it over this way, not only is there less tension in your arm, but there's a lot fewer moving parts. Okay, with the wrist open like that, the elbow tends to get overly involved, and that causes the ball to go everywhere. And remember, the sole purpose of the toss is to consistently place the ball in a spot where you can hit a good shot, basically. So anything we can do to do that will help. And if you hold the ball like I showed you, I think that's a really good place to start. All right, so on the toss, I got a kind of a super secret ninja advanced tip for you here, okay? And that is you want to connect your tossing arm with your body on the serve, okay? So the tossing arm is not static. Okay, what's going to happen is as you begin your motion, you're going to start to rotate your hips away from the court. The reason you're doing this is you're creating a coil. You're creating potential energy. And if you do that with your toss, naturally you can see my tossing arm is going to go with my body. Okay, so you're turning before you even begin your toss. And the point you want to release the ball is right as you're getting about parallel to the baseline. Okay, as your tossing arm gets parallel to the baseline, that's when you're going to begin your tossing motion. So the toss is connected to your body, and your tossing arm is going to be moving with your body. Now, as for the height of the toss, there's a lot of debate about this. I think wars have been fought over this very topic, okay, and that is, how high should the toss be? And I've heard a lot of people, a lot of coaches say that, the toss should be right at the top of your maximum reach, meaning the ball doesn't go any higher than as high as you can possibly reach, okay? And that has some advantages, okay? The advantage to that is the ball is going to have to slow down on the way up. It's going to pause right at your ideal contact point, and it's going to hang there for a little while. So you're going to have 5 to 10 times as long to actually hit the ball, okay? The disadvantage to that is it tends to be a little bit more of a rushed motion. Personally, I love the toss to be a little bit higher than the top of my reach. Maybe 8 to 10 inches, and a lot of pros do this. And the reason they do that is it gives them a little more time to get into their coil and to do all of the things that they need to do before they launch into the ball. So there's not really one answer here, okay? But I'll tell you what I like to do. I like to toss it a little bit higher. Feels like I get a little more time with it. For you, it might be different, okay? But I will say, you don't want the ball 7 feet over the top of your reach, okay? I see some really tall tosses. I think Sharapova comes to mind. It's just ridiculous, okay, how high it is. And she can time it, okay? Mortals like us, I wouldn't recommend that. I'll say anything over 2 feet above the top of your racket is probably a waste of time and space, and you're going to lead into a lot of errors, especially if it's a windy day. So play with it. Find out the height that works best for you in terms of coordinating the rest of your motion. And you definitely don't want it any shorter than your maximum reach, because then you lose leverage. So you want to be at least as high as the top of your reach and no higher than, let's say, 18 inches over the top of your maximum reach. Okay, now where should the ball go? Where should you toss it? It depends. It depends on the type of serve that you're hitting. It'll change slightly for if you're hitting a kick versus a flat versus a slice, but you want the ball a little bit into the court, okay? You don't want it too far into the court because then you're reaching and then the racket obviously gets pointed downward, or the foot fault happens, the foot fault police comes out, and it's an ugly situation. I've seen it happen on the public courts and in clubs, okay? And you don't want the ball behind you, okay? But you want it slightly into the court, and that'll help you hit a good serve. All right, last part of the toss here. We're ready to start hitting some serves and having a great time, okay? So we got the weight on the front foot. Okay, now this is key. As you go into your pre-serve ritual, whatever it is, if you're bouncing the ball a million times like Djokovic, or you don't even like to bounce the ball, okay? You got the weight on the front foot. Now as you begin your rotation, okay, remember we talked about the rotation, we're gonna rock back onto the back foot, okay? So the weight shift is going forward to back. Now as our tossing arm becomes parallel to the baseline, the plane flies overhead. No, but as we go into parallel to the baseline, we begin our toss. So with the weight shift, it's front foot, back foot, and then front foot again will lead us to the serve, okay? So play with that and have a great time. Thanks so much for watching this video. I had a great time making it for you, as I enjoy making every video for you. And if you want more help on your serve, I've got a drill that you're absolutely gonna love. It's called the best serve drill ever. How's that for marketing? But it's a really amazing drill. It's all about creating a consistent, fluid, effortlessly powerful serve. And it's a drill that you can do at home without a racket. How's that? Can't beat it, right? So if you want that for free, click the button below, head over to my website, grab that. I think you're really gonna love it. And in the meantime, I'll see you soon.